Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the LTL True Crime Podcast. We are here on December 12th, 2023. And my friends, tonight we have a reveal. We have the long-awaited case file and body cam footage of one Brent Kopacka. And this has been a extremely long journey that started for Carrie and I probably about 2 months ago to obtain this footage. I mean, obviously, when we first heard about Brent Kopacka, there was a lot of inquiries and requests to get this footage from Pullman, Washington Police Department, and many were denied. This was a very long case that was investigated, and I have to say this. I have to give, again, Carrie a lot of credit. Carrie H, you'll see her in the chat. She's my top mod for putting this together, to really cultivating that relationship with the clerk in Pullman and being able to be the first to obtain this. Just a little bit of a backstory. This morning we were kind of freaking out. We were looking on the links. We couldn't find the footage or the documentation, and it popped up at about 10 o'clock this morning, and I knew I had a lot of work to do and put together for this presentation tonight. So the way this is going to work is tonight we're going to watch a couple of the responding officers that were the first on the call from Pullman. They will enter Brent's apartment complex, talk with a few of the roommates, and then they basically go into a standoff type of situation. There is over 200 hours of body cam footage, and I will be getting case updates every Tuesday. So that has been the commitment out of Pullman. It will be given to me every Tuesday, and I will have new material every week in this case, and I will fully complete this case until March. That's what they said is going to probably take as long to get all of this footage out. And I will let everybody know there's a lot of redacted information in this, but as far as the visual, but we will see we will hear the audio. I think the reason for doing this for me was Brent Kopacka has been talked a lot about in the Idaho 4 murders. I mean, that it's a given fact. I mean, there are still people that make daily videos about Brent Kopacka, and I wanted to dig into this and get to the truth and see that case file and know that case file. And eventually, once it was released, to get it out there to the public so everybody could understand the truth in this case, because this is essentially unlocking the Idaho 4 truth. And I know it's kind of ironic, it's in my title tonight, but I wanted to get to the center of the investigation and get the truth out there about Brent Kopacka. The thing that you will come to understand, and I was very shocked and alarmed today when I opened up the file, that there are some things in there that we will become to be familiar with. There are some things in this file that are extremely shocking. There is a lot of extreme language that I don't condone that happens in this document. I've made my determination about it, and I will allow you to be the judge and jury of Brent Kopacka, his personality, the situation. I will leave that up to you to judge in the comments. I am just bringing this forward. The language that you will see in this document, I do not condone. So I will put that on the record. But I wanted to make sure that this military veteran, a Purple Heart recipient, was no longer smeared in that sense. Now, like I said, you are going to see and hear a lot of things here as far as language that I do not condone here, nor should anybody ever use any of this language. And I, again, will leave you to make that determination, judge and jury, down in the comments or in the chat tonight. So what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to show you the case file I'm going to talk about some of the pages on the case file, but I'm not going to get into the whole case file tonight. That's probably going to be in the third episode, because tomorrow night I will release part 2 of the body cam footage. And then on part 3, we will do the full document. The document is 75 pages, and it's a lot of just recounting of all the officers that responded. But I want to actually physically show that I have the file. Just give me a second here. I'm going to slow the chat down because I know the chat is going to pretty much wind up tonight. A lot of people are going to be chatting. So I'm going to put a little bit of a timer on the chat. I will let you know this. In about when we get into the body cam footage, I'm going members only chat. So if you want to continue to chat along, it'll be $1.50 to join a members only chat, and you can continue right along with us. So let me do this. I'm going to just do, let me put a time limit on the chat. I'm just going to slow that down by about 10 seconds. Let's do 8, because 8 seems like a nice number. So we're going to slow the chat down by about 8 seconds. If it gets a little too fast again, I will slow it down even more. So let me do this. I'm going to present the case file document so you will be able to see it, and then we'll body cam footage. 1 second. I have a technical error going on. Sorry about that. I had a technical error. So let me pull up the footage, the case file. Let me get that ready. And if you got your notebook, take your notebook out because I know you're taking notes. Let's just do this. So I'm going to share the file here. So Pullman Police Department, I have my good old watermark on there because we know that people like to watch my stuff and steal it. So we're going to watermark it. Let's see the case number there. If you want to do your own public records request, good luck. If not, what I'm going to do for you, if you want to go ahead and preview this file ahead of time, and I also have the CAD file, which is the, let me just get this up. Hang on 1 second. All right. If you want to go to download your own copy, you can do that. And I will drop a link here in the chat. You can purchase it behind on my Buy Me a Coffee site. It's right there. You can download your own copy. And if you want to go ahead and read ahead, you can. Okay. So here we go. Weapons offense, case number 22-P1280. And again, this is from Pullman. This is from Pullman, Washington Police Department. I'm just going to scroll through here and get through a couple pages. Let me just bring my notes up. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on the case file tonight because we're going to do that in the third episode. And I just want to bring this up. Final approve on 12/9/23. We obtained it this morning. This case is large. It's a very, very big case. And I was just talking to a couple of people today that, you know, have been following this. And you have to think, you have the police investigation. You have all the accounts of all the officers that were there. It's probably going to have to be looked at by the military, considering Brent was ex-military, I would think. You have the state police investigation because they were actually the SWAT that went in. So it'll be interesting. It's an interesting case. Pullman Police Report, department number here. You can see all of the actors involved. I'm just going to scroll through here. Observe assault, police firearm, offense codes here. Additional, so we had the assault, police firearm, additional offense, mental health crisis, and assault and intimidation. We'll keep reading through. These are all the active participants in the case. And you have all your victims, your offender, Brent Lee Kopacka, 12/14/22. And I want to go to page 6 first, right here. So, synopsis. Brent Kopacka threatened to shoot his roommate, Jordan Baker, and Christian Yenna. Kopacka barricaded himself inside his apartment during a standoff with Whitman County Regional SWAT team. Kopacka fired numerous rounds out of his apartment. He was subsequently shot by a SWAT team member. Investigation turned over to WSP. So you have the narrative here on 12/14/22 at approximately 23:3600 hours. Whitman dispatched Pullman units into report of firearm offense 1000 SC Lata Street, apartment 311. Whitcomb advised that they received a third-party report from a male later identified as Jordan Baker, who was stating his roommate was walking around in the hallway with a firearm. Baker was now supposedly talking to his pastor, who was unidentified but was on his way to the scene. Interesting. I responded along with Sergeant Harris and Officer Lambley. While in route, I saw that the complainant was reporting that Baker had gotten out of his apartment. I met with him and the pastor, who he was speaking with at approximately the time, in the parking lot. I initially tried to get Jordan to tell me where the apartment was in relation to us. Between him and the pastor, we identified the apartment as to one overlooking our position. I had Jordan and the pastor move to the end of the building where we could have some cover and concealment. I asked Baker to tell me what happened. He briefly described his roommate, later identified as Brent Lee Kopacka, acting crazy and walking around in the apartment with a firearm. Baker said that the last couple of hours, Kopacka had statements to shoot both him and the other roommate. I asked where the other roommate was, and Baker said he believed he was locked inside his room. I confirmed that Kopacka had made the exact statement that he was going to shoot his roommate, and Kopacka said, "You better watch out because I'm ready to shoot you in 5 minutes," among other crazy things. I confirmed with Baker that Kopacka had a gun, and he said that he did. I asked if it was a handgun or a rifle, and Baker said it was a rifle. He looked at my patrol rifle, and he said it wasn't exactly like that, but it was large, and it held its hands apart, identifying the rifle length weapon. Based on the information that Kopacka had threatened to shoot multiple roommates, had a weapon, and there was another incident party in the apartment, it appeared we needed to take the immediate action. Told Baker to remain where he was, and he spoke to Sergeant Harris, who agreed we needed to go into the apartment immediately. Sergeant Harris, Officer Lambie, and I moved up to the 3rd floor and entered the apartment 311. Sergeant Harris was a male, later identified. Sergeant Harris saw a male, later identified as Kopacka, fleeing from the living room into a bedroom. Kopacka did not respond to our commands to come out with his hands visible. We were able to yell and contact the 3rd roommate, later identified as Christian Yenna, Officer Lambie. We pulled him out of his room, and he had him exit the apartment, where we backed out of the apartment ourselves. At this point, we backed out into apartment 305 after contacting the resident there. I maintained a visual on the apartment, number 311, as we confirmed that there was no one else in the apartment, and Sergeant Harris began activating the SWAT team, given the situation. I remained in the apartment, 305, watching the door to 311 until I was relieved by SWAT officers. I then went into the stairwell in the north side of the building, initially with the Deputy Orland of the Whitman County SWAT team, and was later joined by Reserve Deputy Blake Richards. The SWAT team medic in the northern stairwell of the task maintaining containment of the 3rd floor. I deactivated my body camera as it appeared to be likely to be on scene for a lengthy period of time, and I needed to preserve the battery. The battery eventually went dead prior to the end of the incident anyway. I eventually joined others, Pullman officers, including Officers Banks, Ramiro, and Westerman. The stairwell where I was immediately next to Kopacka's apartment, separated by an exterior wall. I could hear him yelling through the walls. And throughout the incident, he was screaming that he would kill us, murdering everyone, murder everyone, and other threats. Kopacka's threats to kill people were so numerous, I lost track of all of them. I could hear negotiators from the position attempting to talk to Kopacka, but it sounded as if he refused to interact with the team. I'm just going to pull this up really quick. Heather Licious using her 3-month membership. Thank you so much. She said, "Thanks for the hard work, Brian and Carrie." Absolutely. You know, this is what we're doing. We want to try to make sure that we bring, and I hate using this too because, you know, we just want to make sure we're doing the right thing in these cases. You know, bringing it forward, putting it out there for what it is. No conspiracy. You can read and buy the document now if you want. It's $8 on my site. If you want to read this full 75-page document before I do it on the third night, I wanted to make that available for everybody. So again, if it's something that you're interested in doing, you can purchase it here through Buy Me a Coffee. It's on my site behind my paywall, and get an early copy of it. It's perfectly fine. I also have the CAD file up there, which is all the list of all the calls that came in via over the radio with the timestamps. We're going to get into some language here that's going to be offensive, and I apologize. And again, I don't condone any of the language that's been used here. And you all can be the judge and jury of Brent Kopacka after hearing and seeing, you know, what you will see and hear in this file. That's not my job here. My job here is just to bring this case file out, put it out to the public, and for you all to understand and get the truth of what happened there. Okay. After SWAT negotiators attempted to contact Kopacka began firing a gun from inside the apartment. We heard multiple shots over the next approximately 2 hours. I could hear rounds exiting the building, and it appeared that Kopacka was firing in the direction of Stadium Way. The whole time he was yelling, "I will kill people." I heard at least one round hit the sound like a vehicle in a parking lot, and Sergeant Harris advised that the SWAT armored vehicle had been hit. Overall, I could hear Kopacka fire dozens of rounds. I lost count of how many dozens of rounds Kopacka kept reloading and firing. Dina Jam with the 5-month membership chat. Thank you so much. Great work, Brian. Well, thank you for being here. You know, we want to ultimately support these live chats, support the show, and I appreciate you being here. I really do. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna do something really quick. Hang on 2 seconds. Okay. So we go on. Let's see. One SWAT officers observed that what appeared to be Kopacka setting fire to the apartment and continuing to fire rounds in the direction of the parking lot in the WSU campus. I assisted with evacuating the residents from the second floor. I just want to pull this up really quick. Hang on 1 second. I just want to recognize the donations as they come in. Let's see, Danielle, thank you so much for the 5 on Buy Me a Coffee. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Immediate prior to Kopacka, let's see, after evacuating, I resumed the perimeter coverage as Kopacka was eventually shot by SWAT officer. Immediately prior to the Kopacka being shot, officers Banks, Romero, Westerman, Willis, and I were in the stairwell and could hear Kopacka racking the action on the firearm inside the apartment. After the SWAT officer shot, I could hear a loud thud from within the apartment, and I was advised the SWAT element on the third floor. Once the inside of Kopacka's apartment was secured by SWAT officers, I assisted the positioning officer Romero and Banks on the third floor to secure the immediate crime scene and remain on the scene until I was told to clear by Commander Brashears. I think that's what it is. End of narrative. To declare the penalty and perjury and it was Officer Wade Weingardner, badge number 468. And basically the report here, the 75-page report, is every police officer's recount of what happened that day. What happened that day. Okay. I want to go to page 12. Where did I see? Okay, so a little bit here, they're talking to the roommate. Baker had a mental illness himself and he took medication, and Brent did not. Baker had seen it from all the schizophrenics doing really well to really bad. Brent hears things that aren't there and will talk to himself, will see things that are not real, and is very paranoid about the government. Brent has been acting rambunctious for the last 2 months. Last night, and just to make everybody clear, I took the documents down. I took the documents down because if that's going to be a problem, I took them down. So just source them from Pullman. It's probably going to take you a while to get them, or you can just come back here to LTL because I'm going to be doing this on the third night. So if that's big of a problem, I took it down. It's fine. I mean, there's plenty of websites out there that sell the documents. There's plenty of websites out there that do that. But I know that's going to cause a problem. So we'll just come here and sit here for 4 or 5 hours and I'll just read all 75 pages. It's fine. Um so Brent hears things. Okay, so rambunctious last 2 months. Last night was the tip of the iceberg when Brent was making threats. Brent was standing outside of the room. If you don't come out in 5 minutes, I will shoot both of you. Baker did not know if Brent was listening to voices in his head. Brent was admitting to hearing voices in the past. When Brent said that Baker had to get people involved because he did not know if Brent was going to harm one of them, Brent let's see, Brent does not have a rifle and knives. Brent was very angry for some reason, and Baker did not know if Brent was going to act out of rage. Let's see here. Baker said he and Baker could not be in the environment. Baker explained that he had 9 months left on his lease. He could not stay in the environment and was not livable if it was not livable. Baker said he could not live with someone who was not taking their medication and was potentially a danger to themselves and others. Baker said that he had his landlords would be talking to his landlords about what happened. I want to go to page 14 towards the end. So Officer Weingartner opened up door 113. When the door came open, I saw a white male in the hallway area beyond the kitchen. I saw his left side and back, and he looked at me over his shoulder. I did not see his hands or weapon. I did not have descriptions for Kopacka or Yenna. I shouted at the male to show me his hands. The male, later confirmed to be Kopacka, walked away from me towards the open door of bedroom C. I believe he entered bedroom C, but could not fully see around the corner to be certain. He shouted commands identifying himself as police and directing Kopacka to come out. There was no response from Kopacka. Let's see here. I want to go to page 21 and 22. Let's see. We'll go through this. And again, we'll do this on the third night. It's fine. I'll just throw up a marathon stream if everybody wants to come back and hear me read the entire Kopacka file. It's fine. Let's see. It's going to talk about when the rounds were being fired. So after a round was fired, I heard Officer Weingartner, who was positioned on the stairwell directly above me, advised that officers in the eyesight had not been hit. The back parking lot had several vehicles parked in it, creating the potential for a round to ricochet and hit those of us in the stairwell. Brent's apartment was also closed off enough to the stairwell area that a round could potentially reach if it was fired through the wall. At approximately 02:30 hours, I noticed a civilian walking down the stairs leading from East Main back to the parking lot, placing him directly in the range for Brent. I advised the other officers, someone coming up down the stairs, and then yelled at the person to turn around and go back up. They quickly complied. At approximately 200 hours, the armored vehicle backed up north to get to a better vantage point of Brent's apartment, ending up directly in front of the balcony area of Brent's residence. It became difficult to hear what was going on inside the residence with that of the vehicle. I could hear what sounded like things being hit or thrown inside the residence. Based on the sounds alone, I was able to tell if the noise was SWAT mutations or Brent throwing items. Shortly after, I heard the glass break and saw items being thrown out from the area of the apartment. Let's see, around our civilians residence nearest. I want to go on. A few minutes later, I heard Brent say, "Bitch ass N," and then fire another round. The shot was considerably louder than the previous shots, and it still sounded like it was fired from a rifle. I also heard glass break and believe that had shot through the glass. I was aware of the partially broken window as well as the glass slider through leading up to the balcony on the side of the residence. I could hear Brent talking, but I did not remember what he said. Brent was also difficult and impossible to understand at times. I continue to try to make out what he said in the case anything was immediately relevant and needed to be relayed to other units. Let's see. Harris fired OC into Brent's apartment from the rear of the armored vehicle. I then heard Brent started making moaning noises and other rifle round fired around. In less than a minute, another round was fired. Brent fired another round. Let's see. Ramiro told me that it was the fifth round Brent had fired. Shortly after this round was fired, I heard Commander Bashir's arrange with WSUPD to have them respond to Stevenson and had students stay out of the windows. I continued hearing Brent talk, and it sounded like he was talking to himself. I could not make out what he was said, but Brent was started up laughing. A few minutes later, I moved to the first floor hallway to warm up. At approximately, I returned to the exterior well. Officer Ramiro, Sergeant Harris via radio, if he had returned to the armored vehicle, and he had confirmed that he had. I heard Brent yelling angrily, but could not make out what it was. I heard Brent make comments like wanting cigarettes in his wallet. A short time later, I heard a bang inside the residence, and I heard Brent say, "Oh, fuck yeah." I then heard Brent say, "Fucking assholes." The several loud crashes and bangs inside the apartment. Brent continued to escalate, and I heard him say, "Oh, God. Oh," and another loud bang. Immediately following that bang, I heard another rifle round being fired. The shot made me jump, and it startled me. Officer Weingartner checked to ensure neither Ramiro or myself had been hit, and we were advised that we were okay. Brent continued talking. I heard WSUPD officer, I think it's Lungus, advise that she had talked to the residents of Stevenson and told them to stay away from the window. I just decided to go inside and warm up, and I heard a loud bang, so I returned to the stairwell. Then nothing immediately escalated. I returned to the first floor hallway to warm up. I heard another shot around 1800 hours. I could hear Brent yelling while I was inside. Let's see. I heard more glass shatter. I returned to the exterior stairwell. Brent was still talking loudly. Ramiro advised via radio they had just heard Brent say, "I'd murder you." Less than a minute later, I heard another round fired. I heard another shot fired, and I heard Brent say, "I want my wallet or my liquor and my cigarettes." A minute later, I heard another shot, and Brent screamed, "Shut your fucking mouth." Immediately after, I heard another shot fired, and then approximately 400 hours, I heard two more shots, and Brent yell, "I'm going to fuck you up, and then you're dead." Around this time, Sergeant Harris advised via radio that Brent had aimed at and hit the vehicle he was in. I heard Brent scream, "Get me my fucking cigarettes, you dumb fucking N-word." Approximately a minute later, I heard Brent fire another round and say, "I don't know your mom, but Weingartner checked in on us and told him we were okay." I heard Brent say, "Oh God, I want to talk to her right now." I'm not going to keep repeating the N-word. It just makes me feel weird. Brent then started mockingly screaming, moaning, "Oh, please." I heard Brent fire another round. I heard him say, the language gets really, I'm not going to repeat the language. You can read it here. It's really graphic, and I don't want to keep saying all these F words, but you're all adults and you can read along here. It's just very disturbing language. And again, I was shocked when we got into this. You know, the things that I was reading and um, just not good. I heard Brent fire another round and say something to the effect of, "Get me the F out of here, because I don't want to hit you," and then fired another round. I then received a phone call in my work cell within Whitcomb for status check. I heard Brent fire another round. I heard Deputy advise on the radio that Brent had hit the Stevenson Tower. I then heard Brent say, "I'm going to start fucking killing people now, starting with these guys outside." I relayed what I heard out on the radio, and when we heard Brent start feeding rounds into his magazine. Upon hearing this, I completely believed that Brent was about to use his firearm to try to kill officers and civilians at the first opportunity he had to do so. I tended to speak with Brent. I heard Brent say, "There's some fucking guy. There's some guy effing dead bodies outside." I heard Brent say he was going to. You can read that there, referring to the dead bodies. I heard Brent continue to talk and start laughing. I returned to the interior hallway to warm up. I heard Brent fire another round. I heard him fire another round or two more. I heard another 2 shots fired. I heard another 2 shots fired. I was advised of the radio to take shots fired by a sniper unit. At this time, I briefly turned my camera off for personal break. Turned my camera back on, and I was alone, and I was done. I heard Brent angrily scream, and I'm not going to read that. You all can read along there. I heard Brent fire a shot at approximately 4,100 hours. I heard Weingartner mention that Brent might be starting to fire a fire in his apartment. I heard Brent fire another round, which sounded like it could have been from a smaller caliber firearm. Harris confirmed that Brent was starting a fire in his apartment, placing the other residents in immediate danger. Ramiro, Westerman, and I began working on evacuating the first floor residents at approximately 3,400 hours. I'm sorry, 3,4600 hours. Other officers worked on clearing the other floors by approximately 3,5600 hours. We had evacuated the first floor to the best of our ability. We did not get an answer at some doors, and we did not know what units were empty. I returned to the outside stairwell. I heard Officer Ramiro say that he had heard a gun being cocked. He asked if the units above us and if they racked their slides and wanted their firearms, and said they had not. Shortly after that, I heard shots fired and heavily thud from the area of Brent's apartment. I remember feeling the intense relief that the risk had been mitigated before the officers or civilians were hurt or killed. At approximately 400 hours, I heard the radio of the SWAT making entry. Ramiro and I sent inside the first floor hallway and avoided the potential crossfire. Heard officers advise that the medics were not needed, indicating Brent was deceased. So I'm going to stop there on the report, but I just wanted to show you some of the accounts of the officers. It's really heavy language. Some very difficult to read, language that I do not use, and I don't like even just reading it. It's but again, you know, I'm just here to report, and you will be the judge and jury of that. I've made my decision. Okay, let's do this. We're going to pull up the body cam footage, and we will go through that. I will play it, the first part of the body cam footage here. And just make sure I got that pulled up in queue. And here we go. Here we go. Here is the body cam footage. First part. The sound will kick in here in a first about 30 seconds.
Copy. I see a light turning on and off in one apartment. That might be it, if I got the direction right.
So what this is, and just so I give some context to it, because people are like, what the fuck are we watching here? This is going to be the first response. This is the first initial response to the call. That's what you're going to see here.
Pullman 468, any luck on finding that other person that got out? I think it's at the far end. I see a light turning on and off on the 3rd floor. Remember, right, these are the ones down here, and it's the higher numbers down at the other end. Is that right? Okay. Yes. No, I mean, as far as the apartment numbering, like. I think so, yeah. Go ahead. Copy. 06 and I are going to go contact him. Right.
So I just want to make sure that people understand this. I'm going to try to keep the mic clear tonight, so I'm not talking over this because I really want everybody to listen so they can hear what's going on.
4668. Correction. 4768. I believe it's going to be the top floor at your end. I saw a light coming on and off. If you want to keep an eye on that from the exterior until we figure out what we got.
Thanks, Mary. I got it. Thank you.
Yes, I see the place.
So all the way at that end?
So if you go up those 3 flights of stairs and you go to the left, it's 311.
Is it in the middle of the building or like one end? Or
it's in the middle.
Okay.
311.
Yes,
It's
it is.
311.
Right.
So.
Okay, thank you, Randall.
All right.
Is it on this side of the building?
It's this side. Like if you go up, it's up.
So is it
down
face
that
that
way,
side
yeah,
or
down
this?
that way? If you go up these stairs to the 3rd floor, it's to the left.
Can you see the windows to it?
Uh,
Or is it on the other side of the building?
So I think you see that 3rd window? I believe it's over there.
Okay.
Oh.
So if you go up these stairs, 3rd flight,
Okay.
you take a left. It's the first room on the left, first apartment on the left.
It's the third one down, 2nd or 3rd one down.
So we're looking at it right here, basically.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and move around to this side of the building, please.
And then did you get the information?
Nope, we just got here. So I'll talk to you first. So what's going on?
So the last couple hours, he's been escalating. He's been getting very angry, talking to himself, talking nonsense.
Okay.
But it wasn't until the last hour when I was on a video cam with my friend right here where he threatened to shoot both me and my roommate. Made multiple threats over and over again. He's like,
Where's your other
I think he's locked himself in his room because I saw his light on and he's trying to be quiet because I think he doesn't know what my roommate's like, up here. He doesn't
What's
know.
your other roommate's name?
Christian.
And
The guy
so
making
the
the
guy with
threat
the threats
is
and
Brent. Yeah.
and Brent, he said his exact words
He
were he's
said
going to shoot you guys.
verbatim that he's like you better watch out because I'm about ready to shoot you in 5 minutes and saying crazy stuff like that.
Okay, and he's actually got a gun.
Yes, yeah.
What is a gun? What
It's
kind
a
of gun?
rifle.
A rifle?
Something, well, not like that, but he has a pretty big gun.
Pretty big gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what I read as that synopsis. So we're kind of just hearing everything that was on the first initial report. This is that body cam footage.
Could you wait here, please? I'll be right
Yeah.
back. There's another roommate inside, possibly like hiding in his room. This guy says that Brent specifically said, he's saying all sorts of crazy stuff. He's got a rifle and said, I'm going to shoot you guys in 5 minutes. So,
So we need to go.
Yep.
47 come to us.
Hey, do you have keys?
Walk through.
You got keys to your apartment?
Ours is a door coded.
What's the code? Move. Armed subject threatened to shoot the other roommate in there in 5 minutes. Door. Let's do a 5. I'm going to push it. He said it was, there it goes.
Show me your hand.
Please, show me your hands.
Hands up! Hold it, please!
Police department, hands up. Slowly come to the door. Do it now.
Home police, come on out. Hands empty. Do it now.
Going in the seat.
Yeah, I believe so. He did not go into the one on the right. He went straight ahead.
Got it.
And for sure not an A behind us.
You're
For
not down.
sure.
Uh-oh.
Heidi, ask for everyone to come to the front door of this apartment.
We need all units to come to 311, top floor.
I'm already going to tell you this. The conspirators will go, see, they're redacting it. They're hiding the truth. You already know that's going to spin up. They're hiding the truth. Yeah, man, they're hiding the truth.
Hands up!
Hands up.
Hands first, we hear you. Okay.
So the roommate said, I have a dog. They didn't say, I have a gun. They said, I have a dog.
Hands where we can see them. Interlaced on top
What's your
of
name?
your head.
No,
That's-
No.
wait. Hold
Innocent
on
guy.
to the dog. Heidi, take them out to the hall.
Move. Go, go,
Don't
go.
go with your dog. Hold on to your dog and
Hold
go to
on
the
to
hall.
your dog. Do not let go.
Don't cross in front of us, Heidi.
Heidi, skip back.
Get him back. You, black guy, move. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Go. Out the hall. Out the hall. Back up to the hall.
It's a conspiracy, man.
Move. Yep, we're going to back out. We got nowhere else to.
Everybody out. Confirm with them that
That's
no one
exactly
else
what
is
they're doing.
Anybody else in the apartment?
Room A.
Room A.
So your other roommate said that this roommate is making threats to kill you guys and he's got a rifle. So
Is there A, B, and C, or is there a fourth one?
I know it's not a rifle, it's a pistol, and he's been acting like this for quite a while now.
Okay.
He's acted for
Which room is
Heidi.
he in?
room A.
He's in room A.
Yeah, no, one
Room-
right next door.
So the room right off to the right.
he's in this one over here.
Correct. So that's my door right there. Room A is just right on the other side.
All right. Heidi, can you take him down to his roommate in the parking lot? And
You want me to take him down?
yes, this guy right here.
Okay, come down.
All right, we're going to go to a members only chat.
All right.
If you want, I'm going to just stop this for a second and back up a little bit because I was talking. Members only chat. If you want to continue to chat, it's $1.99 to join the members only. If not, you can view and just hang out. So we'll keep playing through here.
DNC, or is there a fourth one?
I know it's not a rifle, it's a pistol, and he's been acting like this for quite a while now.
Okay.
At this point,
Which room is
Heidi.
he in?
room A.
He's in room A.
Yeah, no, yeah, one
Room-
right next door.
So the room right off to the right.
He's in this one over here.
To the left. So that's my door right there. Room A is just right on the other side.
All right, Heidi, can you take him down to his roommate in the parking lot? And
You want me to take him down?
yes, this guy right here.
Okay, come down.
So I think there's 3 bedrooms and a bathroom.
All right.
Which means, I think our suspect's the only one here, which means.
I believe
think
so.
we Back out.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do this right here.
Okay.
Stay.
Hey, do you guys have a shield or anything like that? Do you have anyone on the radio who can go get one?
So,
Okay.
one of you, I want one of you to come down up the other stairwell and come up behind us. And the other one, go relieve Heidi so she can get a shield. Just a second, you cover the door, I got it.
Until I confirm we've got everybody else out.
We're just trying to confirm that we have everybody out except the armed subject. Hold 406.
I'm gonna close that so we have an indicator. Somebody's coming out.
If you could activate SWAT, we need people to respond for a barricaded man with a gun.
Don't work.
So I saw his back and his
Alright.
waist. I did not see his hands or a gun.
Okay. The roommate down in the parking lot was very specific. He said it was a rifle. He held his hands up like this, and you heard what the other dude said.
So I did not see any weapons at all.
Okay.
So you can holster and kind of relax a little bit.
Yeah.
If something happens, you're going to be our hands person.
Okay.
So we were.
As long as we're here, want to start knocking on doors, getting neighboring apartments out.
I'm gonna kind of brief him and orient myself to this real quick.
Okay.
So as far as we know, we've got only the guy with the gun left in the apartment. One roommate said rifle, another roommate said handgun. Complainant roommate said the guy with the gun said he was gonna start killing his roommates in 5 minutes, which is why we came up here.
Among other crazy things.
I saw a male in a gray sweatshirt. I saw his back and his left side. I did not see his hands or a weapon.
Okay.
And then he went into a bedroom. So what we're trying to confirm right now is that everybody's out of that apartment except for that guy.
Gotcha.
No shootout here, AZ. So essentially, this is the responding call. This was the responding call to when Brent had started going psychotic in the apartment. This is all before the shootout. So one roommate got out. There was still one roommate in the apartment. When the police came, Brent took off into, I believe it was bedroom A, that was off to the right. The one of the roommates was still, I think it was bedroom C, off to the left, from what I remember reading the report. And they got that roommate out. So Kopacka was the only one that was still in the apartment. And that essentially where he barricaded himself and ended up in this long standoff.
I'd at least like to get this one.
So what we'll get, and what I'm probably understanding as we continue to get footage through the next couple of months here, will probably be in order. She's going to feed this all out in order. She has to go through this video and redact certain information that can't be out there, obviously, to protect people. And I already know, people are going to go, oh, it's a conspiracy, man. They're hiding everything. But what we get, we're going to put out there. It wasn't redacted by me. It was redacted by Pullman. The case is over. And we will continue to get the documents here and put everything out for you all to follow along. I just want the truth about this situation, that Brent Kopacka is not involved in the Idaho 4 murders. It's over. It's closed. That case is closed. It was a very long case. I mean, 200 hours of body cam footage to go through and transcribe. That's why this took so long. And now you have clerks that's releasing this information, and it's going to take them a while to redact it and go through. So we'll keep playing here.
That same thing. So you cover the door.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, my
Can we come in for a minute?
Sure thing, sir.
Okay. Aaron, step in.
Yep. You want to back up with you guys?
Yep. Wait, come back into this door. So what we need you to do is to kind of shelter in place. And if you could be out in the sleeping area and as far away from the store as possible.
Sure thing, sir. Is there anybody else in the apartment with you? Nobody else in the apartment? Okay.
Okay. So I'm Sergeant Harris. The situation we're working on right now is one of the occupants across the hall is reported to have a firearm and is threatening to shoot people. So we're just going to keep you here and safe.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind us using your apartment space here?
I mean, within reason, yeah.
Thank you. Let's see.
This is far and away the best view. Next one's way down there.
Yep.
The adjacent ones would probably be good to evac at least.
Are you comfortable where you're at?
No, I'll be okay. I'll see the door opening before something happens.
Okay. So if you want to step forward and let us out, we'll work on that. Now you can step back in. Yes, so that's the lower priority.
Just to let everybody know, tomorrow morning, this body cam footage will replay on its own. And I will be releasing at 9 a.m. for the complete public, just to have, just not me in the video, but I will release this body cam footage tomorrow as a premiere. So if you want to go in and discuss it again, you can. And obviously, I want you to go in there and discuss it. And I want you to discuss after this video posts in the comments section. I want to hear the debate in there. I want to hear what everybody has to say. So please comment below after this post. And of course, if you're here live, comment as we go on here. So I just want to pull up this membership here. We have a new member in the chat. Heaven Stars has become a new member of the channel. Thank you so much, Heaven Stars. We appreciate it. And we are, and just like Carrie said, we are getting everything. We're getting everything. So, all right, I'll keep playing here. We got a while to go here. Strap in, get your popcorn, and we got a while to go.
Could you do me a favor? Turn that light off, please. Thank you.
No lights, no insert, 310.
Okay.
I'm gonna leapfrog in front of you.
Copy.
If y'all can just do me a favor for hanging out in the room, just smash that like button below. Our goal tonight is to get to 100 likes. We can get 100 likes on this video while it's live. We can get more people in here to get the truth tonight, to get the truth of what a lot of conspiracy in this case. It's been a year of conspiracy, and we're going to crush all those conspiracies with releasing the full case file here on LTL True Crime Podcast. So we crush the theories and the conspiracies. This will have full transparency. Again, there are just some things in this case that I don't condone. There's a lot of language in this file that I don't condone, I don't use, but I am not here to be the judge and jury on that. I am just here to put it forward and let you all be the judge and jury on that. I'm just reporting. So let's keep playing here.
Pullman 468. In the course of all your calls, could you also look for the subject and locals who can get phone numbers out of those ready to go? Could you check Stone and see if you can find the subject we're dealing with and get phone numbers ready? We'll probably need those eventually.
Wait,
Yes.
coming back.
Cool.
So left of us is a stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
Right of us appears to be vacant. Next one to your left on our side appears to be vacant.
Copy.
And Aaron's working on down below.
And nothing above us, right?
Nothing above us.
So I did get fairly minimal statement from dude down there based on the situation. Once we get more assets in place, we should probably get fuller from both roommates.
Did you talk to Graveyard yet?
I haven't done anything on that.
Graveyard OIC 406.
Probably Shane is my guess.
How many do you have working? Copy. We need all of you but one at 1000 lay top floor.
I was unable to immediately twist that thing to make sure the door is locked to give us that extra second. I'm not sure if there's a lock button on the electronic keypad. I'd like to check that.
So again, if you're just popping in the chat here, we're watching the first installment from the Pullman Police Department, Pullman, Washington, in the Brent Kopacka case. This was the first initial call. So it was the first responding officers on this call. So let's keep playing.
Whatever you can carry, honey.
If you're able to bring both, but one would be good.
If you watch the door.
I can answer this question. A lot of people thought Brent Kopacka was involved. And still to this day, there are channels that are literally, I saw one drop today, still talking about Brent Kopacka being involved in the Idaho 4 murders. Now, look, Brent said a lot of things that I would not agree with. Brent did a lot of things that I would not agree with. And I'm not going to justify any of that here. But we'll just make sure that everybody understands this guy was not involved in the Idaho 4 murders. Absolutely 100% not. 100% not. So the conspiracy theories stop now. The conspiracy stops now on this case. Let this veteran rest in peace. You know, he said a lot of things that I don't agree with, nasty things. He went through a lot, and I'm not justifying it, but it's time to just move on from Brent Kopacka. So we're going to settle all that up. We'll get the full case file out, and you all can be judge and jury on it. But in my opinion, this guy is not involved 100%. The case wouldn't have been released. So it's over. Stop the conspiracy. It's over. You all have mucked up the Idaho 4 case like beyond. There's still people this day talking about the Grub truck footage. You're nuts. You are nuts. Let it go. It's time to move on. We know where we are in the case. We know the potential suspect. He's in jail. He's been in jail for a year. I don't know. I was just talking to AZ the other day. Said, you know, innocent people don't just sit in jail for a year. You know, I probably would start saying, yeah, can I talk to some people here? Because, you know, I've been sitting here for almost a year or over a year in jail. You know, I want to start talking to some media outlets and reaching out to some people. Hello. You know, no comment, no nothing from his jail cell. I think the evidence is stacked. I think Kohberger's in a lot of trouble.
Or I can check this guy's
My
keypad,
opinion.
see if it's possible. Hey man, for these locks, how do we get them to lock from the exterior?
Press the skeleton button on top.
Just to the left, copy that. Military?
RTC.
Okay. Cover.
I've never seen it like a keypad like that before. It's interesting.
Yeah, just back up. Just back up.
All right. On it.
Go around.
Very intense. Whew. And listen, I don't want to make light of the situation. I'm just going to stop this real quick because it came to my mind. You know, when they knocked on the neighbor's door and they said, "Can we come into your apartment for cover?" And he said, "Well, within reason." You know, I don't want to laugh about it, but it was kind of a chuckle moment, I guess. You know, this poor guy has 2 armed officers with long guns now standing in his doorway. That's, you know, they're trying to breach this apartment and get in and find out what's going on in the situation. And it was just, it was crazy. No, there's no roommates in the house. It's just Brent at this point.
6'4", 6'7", 46, and Rock Shane, Kayla, and I cannot remember who their 4th was.
You're welcome.
The complaint should be somewhere at the north end of the parking lot.
Red SUV.
Or it's been a while in a red SUV also. If you can work on getting as much background info as you can then.
Not that I know of yet, Teresa. They've been, I mean, obviously they're in our next door neighbor's home and he's there. So not yet. Again, we have a long time to go.
Make sure you get the right one.
Just going to go back there because I talked over that.
Info as you can there.
There's a third party RP. Make sure you get the right one.
So I'll have you go ahead and move out to the guard position. And I'm gonna go inside here.
Second in the apartment.
Yep.
There's no fence full, but the backs of the pages are good. You need a pen? No, I got pens. Thank you.
Diana, thank you for the dono on Buy Me a Coffee. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Any units coming to the third floor, make sure you come in the south
Excuse me.
stairwell, the bishop side.
Wait,
Yes.
the bedroom with the dog, which way did the door swing?
I believe it was a left-hand knob, right-hand hinge.
Yep.
Aaron, can you watch the door for a second?
Yes, sir.
Yep, different than permanent layout. Okay, I got it back. Move this trash can and prop the door open, please. Pullman 468, close the air.
Just a sec. I got it.
Cut.
Pullman 406. If you could close Pullman there for my call, have everybody else go to Sierra.
Come down. Suck into the apartment behind me.
More responding officers.
Brock, Heidi, could you look for a coffee table or something similar that we can prop a shield against that door opposite us? And then we'll keep one in here with us in a moment.
Sure. Give me a second.
Tara, thank you so much for the 5 on Buy Me a Coffee. I appreciate it. Thanks for your donation. Thank you. Biggest thing I need to do is just make sure you all smash that like button as you come in. We're watching the first installments here of the Brent Kopacka body cam footage from Pullman. This is the first call, the responding officers, and I will be getting the footage over the next couple of months. And basically, I will have a drop every Tuesday. So I will have footage just about every week to continue in this case, and I will go to its entirety. So we know that we have the full case file out there and we have all the truth about Brent Kopacka. So all of the conspiracy theories will stop. We will end that here on this channel. We will have full transparency for everybody to view this file and look at it and talk about it. And you all can be the judge and jury. You all can be the judge and jury. And I want you to discuss that down below. When this video posts in the comment section, let me know your thoughts, what you think. And if you're here live, feel free, chat on the side there with the amazing members that we have in our chat. Members only chat tonight. If you want to join the members only chat, you can by just buying a membership for $1.99, and that supports the channel and it gives you the freedom to talk here on the channel. All right, let's keep playing through.
We also have a door code, but the more options the better. Okay.
Ruben, what I'd like to do is get something standing face level, leaned against that door, or ballistic protection of some kind.
11-311. Bend the wall in your legs off. Can we use one of your chairs? Wait.
Yes.
Would you like it the bottom of the shield on the floor or the bottom of the shield on a chair?
On a chair, I would like it somewhere earlier.
I'm wondering.
Chest level, standby.
I'm wondering if the guy that keeps asking for, like, I guess, commands or what to do, if he's possibly a rookie or a new guy on the force, or it's what I'm kind of feeling here. What do you all think? Because this guy's asking a lot, like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to be here? Or maybe this is just the sergeant, that's there, and he's just asking, what he wants him to do. I feel like he's new. He must be possibly a new guy on the force, and I can do a little bit more research into it. Yeah, it could be procedure as well too. Yeah, you're right. Maybe there's a lead, and then someone behind him just asks, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? It's very true. Maybe that guy is above rank, has a higher rank than him. More officers responding.
Since we can't just stand here at the shield room, and I just
True.
want something
Yep.
between us.
You're right,
That's what I'm
Mary.
going for.
Yep. Officer in charge. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. They trained for this. They trained for this.
Talk to the shade.
Got it, AZ. Good call out.
Sir. So verified subject at Coffee House Apartments. No problem with those. Nobody else is in that. I don't know.
Excuse me.
Probably Kayla working on it. Get background and talk to me.
Wait, step forward. I'm gonna go through to your right.
Oh. Is your shield.
Bring it out. Or...
Yes, it is. He had me talk right here. Oh, here, I'll give it to him. He's done now. Hold on just a second. Hello?
I thought that was gunfire, but it was I think it was the shield. Because they would have said gunfire. It was the shield. Scared the hell out of me.
Yes. So everything changed a little bit ago because we got the roommate out, so it's just the bad guy in the apartment. So unless he starts shooting at somebody other than us, we're not going in.
One roommate reported a rifle.
No. So one of the roommates said he had a rifle.
Diane, I'm gonna answer that. Okay, and I'm not trying to pick on you because I know this has been a very debated subject of trying to de-escalate situations. You have someone here that has a gun. Okay, they have now essentially barricaded themselves in an apartment. Okay, you have no idea what is going to happen when you open that door. If I put a psychiatrist, hey, gunman with a loaded gun or a pistol, I have a psychiatrist coming in to talk to you. I'm already going to tell you what's going to happen. If anybody breaches that door, I'm already going to tell you what's going to happen. And this is such a bad way of policing that people want to take the police element out of it and they want to put in psychiatrists. Now, this is just my opinion, but let's logically think about this. You have someone that's been reported that it's going to hurt their roommates. He has a loaded weapon, okay? And you think that you're just going to open the door and allow a psychiatrist to walk in there? That person's going to get shot and killed. You know, what if you have a domestic violence situation? You're going to send a psychiatrist there? They're probably going to get beat up or killed. So that's why I think that theory, just in that way of policing, just does not work. It doesn't work. It's just, let's logically think about it. And again, I think it's a great point to bring up, and it may be different in all different situations, but I don't see that's the correct way to do it. I mean, they have a shield in front of the door because they're afraid of getting shot. This guy has a rifle and he has firearms. So Diana just says, I agree but it still blows my mind that they did not respect the fact that he served this country and Teresa were obvious mental issues. Definitely, obviously mental issues. But you're in a very extreme situation here. And when you are someone that's armed with a firearm that potentially could hurt yourself or hurt a lot of people, you have to go to the nth degree to protect at that point. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be one of the most important people in the world. And if you are threatening with a gun or trying to hurt people, that situation needs to be de-escalated as quickly as possible within any way. And you don't want anybody to get hurt. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I think they gave this multiple times. And we read the document. Look how it escalated as it went on. Brent was firing rounds through the house and into the parking lot, hitting parked cars and hitting the SWAT vehicles. So I don't think he had any intention of coming out peacefully. And it just got into a really bad situation where his mental illness essentially took over in the situation, and it ended the way it did. I mean, he was firing rounds and getting ready to shoot, and he was getting ready to light the apartment on fire. That could cause a whole other conundrum in all of this. So it's extremely sad, and that's why I wanted to bring this forward. Again, I don't condone any of the language that went on that Brent was saying, but I wanted to make sure that this got out and it had full transparency out to the public so everybody could understand. And then you can all be the judge and jury of Brent Kopacka. My duty here was to serve this to the people, for everybody to understand and get it in the hands of everybody out there and get this out so people can understand it. And that's what I wanted to do, be the liaison to that. And look, there's going to be other people that do records requests now. They may get other stuff before me, but I'll continue this, and I have a commitment with the Pullman clerk. Carrie's made a nice relationship there with the Pullman clerk that's allowing us to get this information as quickly as possible. And she said, you will be the first ones that get it. So I wanted to be transparent. I wanted to end all the conspiracy about this guy. They've dragged his name through the murk in the mud. He's a Purple Heart recipient, and he served our country. Listen, Brent had some bad things about him. Brent had some bad things in his head. He said some very extreme, disgusting language, things that would never come out of my mouth, and hopefully things that would never come out of everybody's mouth that's watching this tonight. But I'm not here to justify that. I'm not here to stick up for him in that sense. My purpose of doing this was to let everybody know Brent Kopacka name has been cleared from the Idaho 4 murders. Let it go. Y'all need to move on. Stop dragging this guy through the mud. It's silly and it's stupid. And you're all just doing this to make clicks and views and videos and stuff like that. So if I can get out there and debunk it, I'm going to. But great conversation. Great segue. It was awesome. Donna G, thank you for using your membership 6-month support. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's keep playing. We got a little while to go here. Let's hang out, relax, and get through the rest of this.
Said you were going to shoot your roommates in 5 minutes, and the other roommate said he had a handgun and he's been acting like this for a while. I don't think so. So until I get more resources here, if you want to use Shane as a point of contact, and SWAT stage on Benoit near Laytop. Thank you. I got another call. Hello. So we're across the hall in 305. So yeah, so you can come up the stairwell, but come up the stairwell closest to Bishop. So
Carrie, 7-month member, thank you so much. Says, thanks, Brian, for always setting the record straight. Absolutely. That's what we want to do here.
Okay.
Oh, no problem, Heather. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by.
So you're still there with the complainant? Oh, okay. And you got a phone number for our suspect? Okay. So if you want to come up to us, come up the stairwell at the Bishop Inn. Thank you. Yes. Shane? Yeah.
Heidi, come here. If you're going to work on that, I'll talk to you.
I want to do this as well too. I always seem to really point out Carrie, because she's been helping out a lot in these situations, doing a lot of work behind the scenes. But I also want to just point out my moderators You know, you guys and ladies are amazing. You know, Mary always answering questions quickly in the moment. AZ has been someone that I've leaned on since like what, May of last year. I mean, him and I have conversations like once a week, and he's been kind of my guidance in some of this. And it's just someone to talk to and run by and say, hey, what do you think? How would you handle this? I use him as my wisdom. Tsunami, I lean on him as well. You know, him and I have multiple conversations a week, and I run things by him, and he's also my comic relief. You know, in some of these things that we do, and you know, Diana's always here. You know, it's always nice to see Danielle is always ultimately supporting, and she sends me out messages on Instagram and says, hey, you're doing a great job. And I'm really glad that I'm part of this community. So I just want to thank all of my mods as well for being here. You know, I know that you can't make every show, but you know, it's been really great. It's been a great ride so far. And I think, like I said, 2024 for LTL is going to be huge this year. So if I missed any of the moderators, because I haven't seen you in here in a while, if you have a wrench, I appreciate it. And thank you for being here as much as you can. All right, let's keep playing through here. Sorry, I get kind of talky sometimes. Chatty.
I only got a very brief statement from the roommate that called. He said, yes, he's been hanging out, stand by here.
I think we need to do this. I think we need to do this. I think we need to do this. Dina's always supporting. We're gonna do this.
I just heard noise in the hall. Make sure nobody's coming up.
Dina's name in blue.
Crazy
Welcome in, Dina. I'm just gonna back this up. Dina, welcome to the moderator. You're now a moderator. I mean, you're in here all the time. You support me all the time. You got a wrench. Welcome to the wrench. Welcome to the wrenches.
Hang on, stand by here.
Do you have gear for outside?
I can do it. I just heard noise in the hall. Make sure nobody's coming up. So basically, they've been acting crazy, talking nonsense and all sorts of weird stuff all day. And the things that concerned him were he said, yeah, I'm going to start shooting me and the roommate like 5 minutes, among other crazy things. He was walking around with the gun. That's when Jordan snuck out and then, or called. And then snuck out, and then he said the other dude, the black guy, was basically hiding in his room. I don't know what the black guy heard or anything. So something like that. That's, I did not fully identify him, but that one was like, okay, we gotta go. So that's the limit of what I got. Hey, Ruben.
Yep.
When you advise people to, not a very good shot. When you advise people to come up that stairwell, can you also advise them to like announce themselves or something to let me know? Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Kayla and work on the search warrant. Get it quickly. Does that work for you? Or do you want a search warrant as quick as possible?
Yep. Thank you.
I know you know to do that, but other people have been coming up still not doing that. So
Good job using your flashlight.
talking to me or him?
Aaron, one of the times he came back up, he flipped his leg around the corner. Delete that for a while.
So if we're not using the other shield at the moment, what I was going for some, I understand the height's kind of limited. Could we maybe prop the other one up on the chair just to get it up higher?
So the
I'm just, my main concern, he starts doing something weird and shooting rounds through the door, like something there.
stand up. Hello. So, sorry, go ahead. So So I'm going to give you a little bit of intel right now. So we're at 1000 Latah. Suspect is in 311. So it's the top floor, and 311 overlooks the main street side of the building. So when you come to Benoit and Latah, you're going to be on the opposite side of the building of the suspect. Wade and I are in 305 immediately across the hall.
Announce yourself on the radio that you're coming up when it happens.
Yes. So everything is inside except I'll want some maybe snipers up on the hillside to try to see in through the windows. Yes. And so we need Ego on the hallway side and Marksman on the parking lot side.
Interesting.
We have the shields here, so bring some entry tools just in case. But yes, you're correct. Thank you. Bye.
Where do you want to start calling?
Not yet.
Okay, I haven't, so.
When yeah.
Let me know when you're ready.
Would you agree, Wade, or do you think we can start before that?
I would prefer to have an Ego team ready.
Yep. Thank you, but not right now.
Air movement in the hallway. It's far down.
Cindy, thank you so much for the 8-month support. You've been a member for 8 months. Great podcast, Brian. Thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm just trying to stay as quiet as I can so y'all can hear what's going on with the chatter. So I'm not ignoring everybody. I'm just trying to stay quiet.
Hold that, please. Sorry. I think it's just a creaky building. So Rotzi, what branch? Is he still here? No, I was asking. I'm just curious. I was just curious what branch you are. Nice. After this is done, I'll teach you how to make fun of the Air Force. So.
Just say the boots are clean, so you should let the boots are clean.
The 6.7 and 6.4 aren't doing anything particular. They can maybe go up to like man shop or something and see if they can get a visual while we're waiting on marksmen.
I'm having them keep pedestrians out of that area of the parking lot.
Never mind.
Good.
I think I know who this dude is. Yeah, he is absolutely out of his goddamn mind.
Oh wow, that's very interesting. I never caught that. Listening to that today, the responding officer inside the apartment here says, "I think I know who this guy is, and he's absolutely out of his effing mind." Wow, let's replay that. Interesting.
7 and 6.4 aren't doing anything particular. They can maybe go up to like man shop or something and see if they can get a visual while we're waiting on marksmen.
I'm having them keep pedestrians out of that area of the parking lot.
Never mind.
So that would lead me to believe there's probably other calls. There's possibly other calls to this building.
Good.
I think I know who this dude is. Yeah, he is absolutely out of his goddamn mind. That's the guy I'm thinking of. Kayla, do you have Stillman on your phone? Or anybody? Anybody? Aaron?
Negative.
I do. What's so suspects? Full name? What do you have?
His name is Brent. His phone number.
Hmm.
And then he has one rifle. That's all that he knows. Doesn't know what type.
Age?
I don't know that either.
I think he said about 35.
This one's a 35 rubber.
Yeah. I'm asking because I think it was Brock Romero in Idaho, the welfare check on him just down the street, like up at Layton, Maine. And he was nuts. Like he was seeing shit. Nuts.
You gonna call Whitcomb?
Cindy B, thank you for the 4-month membership support. She says, thanks for shedding light on this and debunking the conspiracies with Idaho 4. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Search his phone number.
He should be attached to the call by now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna double check on that. Well, we don't either.
Okay. I didn't realize we hadn't found anything out.
Hello, this is Ruben Harris. So have you identified somebody in the apartment named Brent?
This is the phone number.
Is it a 430 number? Just a second. Another possible number would be 208. 618 11 15. Got it. And what's the spelling of his last? King Ocean Paul Adam Charles King Adam. So what was the nature of his involvements? Okay. Any arrests?
So what I picked up from the phone call there, the person on the other end said he was a suspect in an incident in an apartment where he threw furniture outside the apartment. Now the responding officers asking that call, was there an arrest? We'll see what they say.
See if there's a call like in the probably September, October time
Oh.
frame, probably September or so. Maine and Latah was the area. It would have been Brock, Holden, me, and Romero responding, I believe.
There you go, Carrie. Is another records request. We can get that one.
So,
I think that's him, yeah. He's,
sorry, say that again. Wait.
was there a call with him in the
Just a
vicinity?
second. I'm trying to relay a question from Wade.
Was there a call with him in the vicinity of Layton, Maine, probably September or so? I think it would have been Germer, Humphrey, and Romero responded, I believe.
So Latah in Maine, maybe in September. Was there a call with him?
$51.08, just before it. So like 48, Carrie.
That's it, yeah.
Yep.
Confirm, Carrie.
Thank you.
We'll get it.
So that helps us confirm that it is who Wade thinks it is.
We'll get it. Gee, everybody leaving. Everybody's leaving. They don't want to see this. This is like breaking news. Gee, we scared off like 10 people.
Yeah, so on that one, he was full on hallucinating, like he thought his buddy was down in the sewer grate. So.
This is the thing that everybody waited for. Remember all the inquiries on the Pullman website. Oh, we want to see what's going on. We want to see what's going on. We want to know what's going on. And here you are, the first time. Breaking it tonight for everybody. Everybody's taking off. Jeez. Maybe they want to watch Frosty the Snowman or something. I don't know. I want to know what's going on in this case. This is important. Oh, yeah, I know. Let's open up the chat. Maybe we can get some more people in here. We'll open up the chat. We'll open up the chat, right? Let's open up the chat. Everybody can chat. Subscribers for 5 minutes. Go.
We never did buy a ballistic blanket, did we? Apartment.
We do.
We do have one?
Yep.
Opened up. Chat's open up.
Somebody
Look at everybody leaving.
Stellar for this situation. Much better makeshift shield idea there.
Welcome back, everyone. We lost like 10 people. They're angry. They can't chat. I never suspected them. Oh, here we go. We're getting people now. Welcome back in, everybody. Smash that like button as you come in. We're trying to get to 100 likes tonight on this stream. So take out all your second and third accounts. Smash that like button.
I keep hearing things moving. I swear it's from like he's moving around inside the apartment.
Hey, can you see if that guy has any like emergency contact information, like family or anything like that? I'm just trying to get some more information about him.
So, Boyd and Ellowyn are coming to us.
Yeah, Barry.
Asked them to announce, we'll see what they do.
Okay.
Sorry, go again. "447 has the info, and 446 is with us with info for negotiation."
Well, Mary, there's a lot of channels that pump them out. And unfortunately, we live in a world where people just love all that stuff. You know, they eat it up. It's the soap opera for them. You know, and I literally could be doing a conspiracy. You know, did you hear that? Did you see it? Did you hear him say it? They're going to go in there. They're not, there's not police procedure. I know criminal. I have a criminal back. I have a criminal justice background. Did you hear it? Did you see it? I think that this is a violation of rights and not police procedure. Did you hear it? Did you see it? You know, did you hear him? Look what they did with the grub truck video over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And they're still doing it. Still doing it. Still making videos off it. I agree. I agree, Phil. 100%. I'm really into this. I want to know. I want to know the truth.
I think you can holster for a bit if you want.
Probably about a little after 8:30.
Just talking procedure, what they're going to do.
Westerman, Shane, and you are here. Hello, this is Ruben. So maybe you could contact records, but the only person dedicated to patrol at this moment is Humphrey. So if we have one or two people available to come in to be available for everything else, that would be awesome. Thank you. So right now, Wade and I are in 305 across the hall from the target. From that direction, yes, but I'm not sure precisely. Right now, he's
Excuse
in
me.
the same apartment with me.
I have to take my air conditioner out. I still have not taken my air conditioner out. I'm so lazy.
Thank you. Bye.
What's his name? He has that guy on his Facebook.
Oh, you're right, Healing. I know that. No, so what they have, Phil, is they have the chair and they have a Kevlar shield in front of that chair, so they don't get, if there's any shots fired out of the apartment, it won't hit them in the leg or anything like that. So yeah, that's just to protect bullets from going outside the door.
I did not see anything, so who's the third, you know? Okay, I've already tried to get a hold of him.
I'm guessing when Pullman said they're on the way to us, so that's from the station.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Hey, Rotsy, you care if I can steal a glass of water? Water for now, thanks, though.
I'll take this one.
Thank you. Ooh. Stay hydrated, Will.
Yeah, no kidding. So there's a thing.
What do you plan on branching? What's your goal?
I'm split between infantry and armor.
Engineers, best of both. I think you're as cool as infantry, but you're also smarter. So that's what I did.
See how it pans out.
They're inside the
Buddy of mine
apartment,
was
that
CS armor.
305.
It was cool. All right, tap that room.
That was nice, the residents. About another 30 minutes. We got about another 30 minutes. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it. If you haven't already and you're just dropping by, smash that like button. Seriously, just trying to get this up to 100 likes. It's super, super easy. We're about 27 likes away from doing that, completing that challenge tonight. True crime's down right now. It's down. We're all feeling it. And we all appreciate your support, being here live, breaking this news tonight. Hopefully things in the next couple of streams take off a little bit. But listen, it's all just for the point of doing this, getting this out there, getting it out, and having it on record. That's what we want to do here. All right, let's keep playing through. Another 30. Another 30.
So
I'll be right back.
And I tried to get a hold of him in the cop called me back, so okay. I appreciate it. They could. So I would find somewhere else to stay. Okay, I gotta go.
Wait, how many people live there?
So the total of 3 people that live there or 4? Total of 3. And so one other person is for sure out. Who's the other person?
We got a young black male out of the apartment.
You what? So Christian and Brent and you. Okay, and you don't know if Christian is out or not. You think he's in his room?
Who is Christian? Get a description of him.
What's Christian look like? He's black.
We got him out.
Okay, he's out. Okay. Okay.
That's him.
Yep.
Okay. All right, he's out. So don't worry about that.
You see that Kevlar vest up against the door. It's black, being held by that chair.
He must have just walked out.
So,
Where was Christian coming from?
No, we went in and got him.
We went and got him.
Oh,
So, if for some reason we all go into the apartment, did you see the floor plan over there? No. Good.
Oh, Will B. Feel better, man. Good to see you.
Negative. I've just been sending people to the area of Benoit and Laeta. So is it two rooms? So
It's 3
front
bedroom.
door is here. There's an angled wall to a bedroom here. So A bedroom, B bedroom, C bedroom. I think this belongs to the person who called us. Christian's room. So black male and dog came out of that room. Suspect I saw in this area.
Anybody want to catch OK up?
There's another door here that I believe is his bathroom.
so he knows where he is.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't realize we. I'm gonna call a friend that reported him suicidal in March. See if I can.
Assuming we get set, it's a lot of this where it's not in the way or anything.
Yeah, the kitchen and central area are pretty well.
If we are forced to go for whatever reason, I'm going to throw that chair and the shield to the left.
Hey, this is Darren. This is Officer Rex Howard, County Police Department.
Who really puts that ringer on their phone? Come on.
Okay, so, I'm gonna go out to the stairwell adjacent to it and send a laser your way in a little bit. But it's the third floor, and from your perspective, it's gonna be just to the right of the correction. It's gonna be just to your left from the stairwell on the right. So the stairwell that's further towards the north. But I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out and send you a laser from my taser. Just a second.
What was that? Send you a laser from my taser? What does that mean?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the left.
Left.
To the left.
To the left. What the hell just happened? That's not right now. Hold on. Something just got screwed up. Let me go back to... Sorry, everybody. I screwed up the stream. I'll pull it back up. We got about another 30 minutes. Sorry. I don't know what the hell just happened there, but let's do... what did I do? I got it. I know what I did. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Let me share my screen again. Don't leave. Got it. Sorry, guys. Hit the wrong button. It is. From Pullman, anyway. Did I just do it again? I just dropped the screen again, didn't I? What the hell, man? Sorry. Good job tonight, B.
No, it is. It is helpful. So, I guess. And you said, when he threatens suicide, what does he think? That's smart. No, I get it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you did that. Has he told you how he's going to do himself?
Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's important. I don't know if you all heard that. That's an important detail. And this is something that AZ and I had talked about earlier today. And I haven't heard this yet, but I'm going to back it up. I need y'all to listen a little bit. Listen to what the officer is saying. I'll point it out.
That's smart. No, I get it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you did that. Has he told you how he's going to do himself?
Did he tell you how he's going to unalive himself? That's important.
Go.
Do you think he would hurt anybody?
Do you think he would hurt anybody?
Copy. Send us a flashlight signal when you get close. We're in 305.
Does he, you know, if he's ever threatening to shoot anybody?
Did he threaten to shoot anybody? So AZ and I kind of hashed this over today before I did this podcast, and we were talking about this situation. And I said, you know, we came to the determination: could this have been in a situation of suicide by cop? Could it have been? That's why he did this. And obviously, the PTSD got to him. He threw out very vile conversation at the police to probably ramp up the situation. And he started shooting. And he probably knew all this. And again, I'm just making my own opinion. You know, this possibly could be what this is.
Has he ever talked about his roommates to you?
I think you know, he had some very strong PTSD that was never dealt with, and probably just didn't get the appropriate help. And we've heard this in many, many, many situations with our veterans. You know, our veterans go and they fight and they die for this country, but the lucky ones that get to come back after serving for us, if they're not killed on the battlefield, you know, a lot of our veterans get left behind, and they don't get the appropriate treatment. And I don't know Brent's past. I don't know his personal life. I don't know if he sought treatment. I don't know if he was actively in the VA getting treatment and denied, like a lot of our veterans do. You know, and I'm going to make a stance here, and maybe many of you will agree with me, and maybe many of you won't. You know, it seems that we don't take care of everybody here, especially our veterans, enough. It's when you come through the illegal way, usually you get more. I think that's something that's majorly wrong in this country. And I want to make sure that everybody understands. I don't mind and I don't care. I mean, I want people to come here, obviously, the legal way. Do it the right way, because there's many, many people that have spent years and years of paperwork and probably thousands and thousands of dollars to process that paperwork and come here to work and want to live in America and pay their fair share of taxes, to be here and be supportive of our country, to join maybe their mother or father, their sister or brother, or whatever it be, their child. But we don't take care of our veterans at all. They go over, they fight for us, they lose limbs, they lose their mental state of way to deal with things, and they don't get that help when they come home. And that's something seriously wrong in this country that absolutely 1000% needs to be fixed. And I don't know if we'll ever get there. Our veterans get left behind, and it's disgusting. It's truly disgusting. All right, we'll keep playing through here.
When did you get that? Okay.
Excuse me.
What's his paper look like, you know? Fair enough. Is there anything else you can say that is really about him that we need to know about for our safety? Have you talked about what kind of guns he has? Okay. Understood. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. 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 Yeah. Does he work? Does he tell?
What was Alex's ETA? He just said moving up.
Well, I appreciate you talking to me. Can I call you back if I have any more questions? Okay, thank you. All right, bye.
Interesting.
My plan for JRD was gonna be in the parking lot if necessary.
It said it had been building up over a couple of days.
Copy. I'd like Ego in place before JRD comes into the parking lot.
Excuse me.
That's the one that Christian came out of.
Yeah, that's about my conversation too.
Not really.
Copy for 06. Ruben, did you hear where Aaron just wanted to let you know they got incident command set up at Sunrail?
Yep. So he, again, this is the front door. In case you guys need to know something. I saw him here. I saw his back and side. I did not see his hand or weapon. And he walked in to see.
Okay.
And then we got Christian out of here and then we got out. Yeah, Kayla's gonna move behind me. Okay, just left. She's on her way.
You're right, Detective Dewan. That's right. They were
They'll keep you on point.
driving out to Pennsylvania.
And wait, one more.
Okay, real quick. Suspect's first name is Brent. I've got probable cause for felony harassment at least and attempted murder at most. He was pacing the apartment with a firearm and said he was going to shoot his roommates in 5 minutes. So Wade and I went in there. I saw him. He's about Wade's height, thin, gray sweatshirt, white male. He should be the only person in there. So I saw his back and his side. I did not see his hands or a weapon. And we went into bedroom C. I don't have any idea where he's at in the apartment now. But we got a roommate out of another bedroom and then back out. So the first victim that called us self-evacuated from A. We got another roommate out with B, and suspect walked into C. So these are 3 bedrooms. I didn't really get a bedroom down here. This is the front door. So front door swings open to the right. There's a wide open area, kind of like this, only a lot bigger. Bedroom on the right, and then forward across the room, bedroom, and I believe it's a bathroom, but we didn't really get there.
You know, this open.
There was not much furniture in there. It was kind of open like this is. Anything else, Wade?
I think that pretty well covers it.
Is there anyone who's down the hall that way?
So,
Or is there anything down the hall that way?
so
To the left of
to
my
the
view,
left is
stairwell's the next thing.
stairwell. And then immediately to our left on this side of the hall, there's no response, appears vacant. No response appears vacant. What happened downstairs?
No response appears vacant.
So, and so this is the gentleman that let us in here is ROTC, and he's the only person we're protecting.
Shane just said
Is
somebody's
there
peeking
anyone
out the
at the end
window.
of the hall if he goes up and around
Whoa.
the zip code? Here's my question that way.
Right now, no.
Firearms that we know of.
So one roommate described him pacing with a rifle.
The,
And the other roommate said he had a handgun and he's been acting weird for a while. That's all I know.
yeah, first roommate looked at my rifle, said it's not like this, but definitely rifle. Held his hands about probably 30 inches apart.
So as far as his
Danielle, I'm not sure.
He was Army, 82nd Airborne.
Haven't gotten that video
He had
yet.
an explosion, had surgery on his back, and a bunch of alcohol and other problems since then. Is that for me? No. All right. Wait,
Yes.
are you good staying here?
I can go wherever you need
Ray,
me.
I'll have you move up to Wade's, when we're done here playing, you move up to Wade's spot. Love, I want you primary to be hands if he comes out compliant. And then also like reaching for some reason if we need to go in there, like.
Alex,
Door code?
FYI. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ruben.
So feel free to breach the door. If you end up using the door code.
Sorry, say again?
Redacted. That was loud.
Alex, just for your planning, we have an emergency barricade shield set up here. I just might want to eyeball it. So
Oh, you're right.
So Bray, if he
Diana.
steps out into the hallway, you can round the corner, so give Love room to get out there. That way, if he takes off running with nothing in his hands, we're gonna chase him. With something in his hands, we're gonna let that sit for now until we send somebody else in the other stairwell. Ruben, I'm not sure if that's what you wanna do next.
I wanted to get ego in place first, and then I can start thinking bigger. So snipers are out; they know which windows are. But not yet. Alex.
Yep.
Would you like a 40 for somebody?
I can take one. I got no job. Drone.
Okay.
You want to do taser or 40?
I'd rather have both, but I'll bring you a 40. Excellent.
Okay. Any other plans? He comes out, call Bray. Bray, you're gonna have to be commands just because you're the only ones to be able to see him at first.
Do we have breaching equipment? Or just through the door?
Just, if we, for some reason, like they shot him or something like that, and we feel like we need to go in and do a.
I wonder if someone was taking notes tonight. I wonder if, oh, did you hear my stomach? I wonder if someone's taking notes tonight. You think someone's taking notes tonight? Are you watching? You're taking notes? Ironically, in 2 days, it will pop up on your channel. Oh, Brent Kopacka, right? Someone taking notes tonight? You think everybody's taking notes? You think someone's taking notes tonight? Gonna break it on her channel. Tell everybody that it's that she broke the story.
the door is currently unlocked.
Ron was,
but I
Ron
don't
was
know if
secretly
you really
watching.
want
I
to
know he
use
would
it.
pop up. What's up, dude? How are you doing, man? Ron, I love Ron.
So
I knew Ron would get a laugh out loud in there.
Most of the apartment was to the left of the front door.
There,
You wanna put the blanket over the door?
I believe there's an entry. There's probably an entry closet like this one, is my guess, and then bedroom to the right. Because there seemed to be enough room on that wall for there's likely an entry closet.
Love,
I think you're correct.
comes out. Where do you want to hang? You want to call him down? Call him down here?
Can't come in here.
So keep in mind, he's the only person. And the reason I mention that is if you got him out in the hallway and got him prone, it might be best to go get him rather than give him an opportunity to change his mind.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so let's I'll get one thing clear. He comes out with a firearm, are we dumping him?
So
If he presents a threat,
Yeah.
he's
If we got attempted murder,
so
you're saying if he flees us.
so I'm confused about the question.
if he comes out with a firearm, I mean, if it's pointed to the ground, I'm probably not gonna do anything.
Right.
If he runs away, what are we doing?
So we need to. I want to get the next thing is to get somebody in that stairwell so that we have everything covered. So, we should have enough people that we're not shooting him to apprehend him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't shoot him to apprehend him, but to stop him from shooting other people.
Yeah. So,
So how he's writing a warrant, is the warrant just for felony harassment? I'm assuming not murder.
Likely, yes.
Okay. I'm probably going to be a little critical here. And I think AZ brought up a point to me earlier. I think we might have a little training issues here. I'm usually not that critical, but I'm a little unsure about the situation here. I think that ultimately, I think this decision should have been ran by someone else. How do y'all feel about this? Because I wasn't confident about the conversation that was happening there in the last 2 minutes. As someone that's getting clear direction. You know, what do we do? I don't know. I think I heard some I don't knows. I think at that point, maybe if the gun is pointed at the ground, but if he runs, I don't know. Yeah. And listen, I don't want to be critical of officers, but I think there's a training opportunity here. And I hope that everybody learned a lot from this. So it's just interesting. Yeah, great point. Now, again, you kick that door open, you go in through that door, you don't know what's going to happen. Brent could have just started shooting right away. But this is, I think, an interesting opportunity. And it's a very hard situation, I think, on the flip side to look at. And it's so unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. So there is a little bit of risk of what you're ultimately going to do in this situation. I think we can be fair on that too. I don't want to completely trash the police department, but it just sounded like some uncertainty. And maybe that is the fact of, not being up to those certain training standards. And I think Ron makes a great point. Rural PD. I think if this was in the city, it'd probably be a little more tactical on how they would approach this. But again, it's a very unpredictable situation as well, too. But we'll keep playing. We got a couple more minutes here to close out the video. I appreciate all the conversations. Really good conversation. And let me know down there in the comments, what do you all think when this video posts?
so my saying, like, getting the firearm, making those statements, pacing around the apartment, in my opinion, you could make an argument that he's taking a substantial step to be ready to do that. But
Excuse me.
I have to realize that that's going to be a stretch at this point.
Kind of going off Ray's question, do we want anybody downrange then?
Down the stairwell.
We didn't rock cover.
So I wouldn't want anybody on this floor.
Okay.
But
Just in the stairwell.
in the stairwell down below. Where's Pet Loving?
He was
Truck.
Which is
Sun Rental.
okay.
I think we're going to find out. Should be in the
What about
report.
Mike and Wade in the stairwell.
Mike's on light duty.
Oh, that's right.
I'm good, but it's just me, so send me somebody else, please.
So not yet.
We got Garrett coming still.
TJ didn't answer.
All right, let's set that blanket up.
Yeah.
What's up?
Blanket.
Josh, you want to take Wade's spot? Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of with Ray's question. If he flees with a firearm, we either need to shoot him or chase him.
Yes.
So that retract my previous non-chasing statement. We need to apprehend him and stop him.
Yes.
There's some training opportunities here.
Wade,
Yes.
do you want to go get reporting and bring it back to Ryan?
How about I grab 2, and then if I get one more body, I can wait in that stairwell until relieved.
Perfect.
Okay.
So Josh, Wade's going to come out behind you and go to the right.
Already going to tell you right now, that last 5 minutes will be the most discussed part in this video. It will be the most discussed part in this video.
6-8 coming out the stairwell.
Yes, it's the person's apartment. And that's it. That is the first installment. And we will be back tomorrow night. I'm gonna play this out tomorrow. I just sounded like a Canadian, someone from Canada. We're gonna play it out tomorrow. Out and about. So tomorrow I'm gonna drop that at 9 a.m. tomorrow. If you want to rewatch it without my commentary over it, so it'll be out there in the ether for everybody to examine and talk about and. Hopefully put some things to rest and maybe start some new conversation out there. I'm sure it will. So tomorrow I'm going to put that out there. And then I have the live for tomorrow night where we do part 2 of the body cam footage. That's all I have for this week right now. And then part 3 on Thursday night is going to probably be reading through more of the legal document in this case. So tomorrow we're going to get that to drop. Where are we at for likes? 88 likes. A lot of people upset with me. I was at 91, but a couple people didn't like what we did. So it's okay. Let's see. Carrie, no, thank you. Thank you for your timely paperwork. We have someone now, and I'm not saying Carrie, I'm making a joke. I'm making a joke. Someone that likes to watch my stuff and take notes and then pass it off on their own work. But yeah, all of a sudden this person's a expert records request person now. Wonder where they got that idea from. So it's all right. We'll keep elevating LTL True Crime Podcast here. I think that 2024 is going to be an amazing year for the podcast. But listen, I want to thank everybody for checking out this live tonight. I sound like Canadian. Eat this live. Heather, thank you so much for using your 3 months. Dina with a 5-month and became a wrench tonight. Thank you. Heaven with the new membership. Thank you so much. Heaven says, thank you for doing this. No, thank you for being here. Donna G with the 6 months. Carrie with the 7. Cindy with the 8. And Cindy with the 4. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I think that's going to it. That's going to be it. That's going to end this live. I want to hope everybody has an amazing night. Almost got 3 hours in tonight. I promise tomorrow it should only be about an hour and a half, maybe hour and 45. Second part's going to drop tomorrow. The uncommentaried body cam will drop tomorrow at 9 a.m. If you want to go in and watch that, you can. If not, it will be out there in the ether for you to come back and mull over. So everybody have an amazing night. Thank you all for being here. I hope some of this news kind of cleared up so far as to what happened in this case, and we'll get deeper in it as we get more files that come to us over the next couple of months, and we'll keep revealing it. Listen, on the 20th, December 20th, about a week from now, I'm going to have Turtle Boy back live on the channel, and I'm lining up to get Tom CPU over here the night before on the 19th. So I'll have Tom on, a Karen Reed case expert, and then, of course, we'll have Turtle Boy on the 20th, and that's going to be a blazing, awesome week of shows. So I can't wait for that. We have a lot of exciting things that are happening here, and you know, the channel is just going to continue to grow, and I can't do it without all of you. So thank you so much. I hope everybody has an amazing night. I'll be back live tomorrow at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to do part 2 of the body cam footage for Brent Kopacka from Pullman, Washington, and start getting the truth out there. Thank you for all enjoying this tonight. Thank you for being here, and I will see you all soon. Take care, guys. Have a good night.